Good morning. This is Callie with Solozo, and today I'm talking with Brock about the top 3 most expensive mistakes new Amazon sellers make. So, Brock, what would you say one of the top mistakes would be?
The top most expensive mistake among new Amazon sellers, in my opinion, is bandwagoning, I guess you could call it, on product selection. So we see that every year there are groups of sellers that all launch the same products at the same time. And I think it's because they watched a video, they applied for a course, or in some manner, they all got the idea to launch the same product at the same time. And that is devastating. I mean, you can't launch a product in a really competitive space without putting a lot of budget behind it, external traffic, and doing more advanced strategies. And for beginner sellers, a lot of times they believe they can launch these products with just PPC, or even think they can organically launch the product. And if everyone's launching the same product and there's no differentiator, that ends up costing a lot of money. And it might be a very valuable lesson, but it is a very, very expensive lesson.
True. I've been told by several members of our team, and I think it's still true, Amazon is like the biggest mall in the world. So you really do have to be careful about your product selection that you want to feature.
I couldn't agree more. It's an amazing opportunity, but at the same time, everyone views it as an amazing opportunity. And so if you don't have a unique product, it is very difficult to get your product shown where you want it to be shown. I think that actually brings us into our second largest, most expensive mistake, actually.
Yep.
So what do you think is the second most expensive mistake that beginner sellers are still making today?
It goes back to when you're first launching that product. So are you ranking organically? Are you getting any organic sales for this product, or is it mostly PPC? So there has to be a combination of the two. You're not going to, I'm sorry to say it, you're probably just not going to show up page 1 organically right out the gate. It takes a long time to get to that top spot on the first page. So really taking the time, realizing it's a long game strategy is super important.
Yeah, I definitely agree. If you haven't truly launched your product, I mean, you might be selling the product for an entire year and you never actually launched it. If you don't have page 1 organic ranking on keywords, your product is not launched. You are still in the launch phase of the product life cycle, and your priority should not be making money. It should be launching the product and getting organic ranking. And when we say organic ranking, we are talking about when you type something in that is relevant to your product,
Yep.
You show up without paying for the click. And of course, we have many videos on top of search ranking campaigns and different strategies for gaining that organic ranking. Mm-hmm. And all of these strategies could be considered launch strategies.
Yes. Excellent.
All right. Number 3, third most expensive mistake that we see beginner Amazon sellers making today.
I would have to say it's too many keywords in their campaigns. So really just being mindful of maybe picking a handful, like 10 to 15 keywords, maybe less than that you really want to hone in on and be ranking organically for, instead of having 300 some keywords in your campaign. If you only have a $10 a day budget, you want to make that go as far as you can. So $10 over 300 keywords, honestly, it's not going to get you very far.
Yeah. And maybe all of these tools out there that help you discover keywords, reverse ACE and lookup tools, and all of these seed keyword generating tools. I feel like beginner sellers especially, they're so motivated that they don't understand that more keywords it's not going to result in more sales unless you've already maximized the sales on the keywords that are already working. So you're right. I mean, if your average cost per click is $1 and you have a $10 a day budget, you can't have 100 keywords in that campaign because they won't get clicks. And so you're spreading yourself out so thin that you're essentially, unless those are all 100 really profitable keywords, which I highly doubt it, you're definitely not optimal there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Callie, thanks a lot. That was great.
Awesome. Take care.